Week 2 of building MoodMate. Today we will add new feature, AI-powered prompts. I've just spent 30 minutes with Claude Code on product design. It's thought through user experience, cost analytics, architecture. Now we are ready to build it together. Okay, so let's start with the planning part. I've already created a conversation with Claude, but I've asked him to drop this to this file so we can go through this. I've done this because the planning part most of the time takes some time because Claude needs time to think and actually put everything into the context of our application, but it's actually great. So let's go through my conversation. I will show you the main part. For the start, how I work with the Claude. I have something like implementation roadmap, which covers everything I want to build. It is updated every time by Claude when we create something. When I'm starting working on new feature, I've always asked Claude to go through the roadmap and give me what we should work next based on our roadmap. But I've actually asked him to tell me about this prompting system with daily reflections, and he gave me all the points that we already created in the past when we are designing this feature. Okay, so then I asked him to put this into context of our actual functionality of Mood, and he gave me analysis of our implementation and how he asked or what is his proposal to implement this feature. This is a lot of details, I will not bore you with everything, but everything is here from the Claude. Then I've asked him about AI integration and what strategy we should use from his perspective. I've told him that we will use ChatGPT. Basically, we have two approaches. We can call their API directly, or maybe we can use something like N8N. It is actually a great feature and great use of AI because this planning part always takes a lot of time and it's hard and easy to miss something in the context of the whole application. And Claude is like manager. He can verify context and add extra info, or he can remind you about anything. And also you have already documentation for the implementation ready. So let's go to the next step when we will start implementing something. Okay, so before we jump into implementation of new feature, let me show you how it works right now. So basically we have log mood. We can choose our mood, and going through the details, we can add what is on our mind and emotion tags. The whole idea is, based on this feeling great or any mood we will choose, we will get extra prompt, maybe also based on emotion tags. I will see it in the implementation. So somewhere in this flow, we will add this extra prompting to add actual personal touch of this process. Okay, so let's start with implementing. Based on our planning, I've already created, I've asked Claude to create a chance and prompt system. So he gather everything from our plan, put this into file, and we can use this file to actually implement it without extra thinking how it should be done. So what I'm doing right now, I'm asking him to look at the roadmap because Claude right now doesn't have a context. So he will not miss anything. I'm also telling him that in enhancing prompt system MD we have already planned everything, and I'm asking him to give me actual plan of implementation, so what he will do step by step. So based on our roadmap and enhanced prompting system plan already, he gave us actually what he will do step by step, and it makes sense. I have already read it, so let's ask him to start working on it. I can tell you that such splitting of jobs, so planning in one phase and creating this plan, file from this plan and then implementing, is also a smart way to cost efficiency of the AI. I'm using $17 plan, so the basic one, and I've just made a planning, so used token for planning yesterday evening. Right now everything restarted, we have next day morning and we can just implement this, and I'm pretty sure that our tokens will be enough to implement whole feature. All work I do inside of the Visual Studio Code, which is also great advantage of the Claude Code, which is a terminal-based AI assistant or coding assistant, because I have everything in my IDE. So I have terminal, I see the changes, and I'm also using a fork. I'm also using Git and fork. Fork is a software basically to track changes for the Git, and this gives me nice visuals of what changed. As you can see on my screen, right now he add already some reflection prompts, some AI prompt service, but also I can see modifications like what changed in mood entry or on entity, on model or mood logging. So everything is easy to track what AI actually is doing, and I think Git is based for any project which include code. So phase 1 is finished. As you can see, Claude gives us a summary of what already is done and what is need to be done. So we have mood entry updated, we have some service created, some state updated. Let's give Claude instruction to continue the work. In meantime, we can go to the OpenAI playground and generate API key for this application. So here we can add a new API key. MoodMate, in default project, create secret key. To use ChatGPT, you need to also, of course, attach card. I will do it by myself right now. And as you can see, after successful transaction, I have $5, so we will be able to test something. Okay, half an hour, and we are here. Claude Code told us that everything is done. I see that the next steps are optional, but let's look at this. Reflection UI setting for users' preferences. This will be next part. API key configuration. This is what we need to add. And manual QA testing. So let's start with an AI API key, and then we will proceed with manual testing. So I don't like implementation to running Flutter with the API key always, so I ask Claude to be able to read API key from the env file. Okay, so Claude do exactly what I've asked him to do, so add env file and we can put our key there and it should work. So let's test it right now. I've opened our MoodMate app. Let's go to the look mood, and I would say I had bad day. Let's add details. We have what's on our mind, and we have our daily reflection. What small action can take you today to show yourself compassion and kindness during this challenging time? So it's great. It's one sentence which makes me think and maybe be grateful for something, or I don't know, and I can easily skip it. Let's try with great mood. Let's add details. Okay, it's still the same, probably when I close logging the mood, and I will set great. Yeah, right now it is. What's one thing can you do today to make the most of the positive energy and keep your day great? Yeah, I like it. I really like it. So this is how it will work right now. We will have daily reflection. We can easily skip it. It will be always locked with the first lock of the day. So yeah, 45 minutes, something like that, and we have full implementation with integration with OpenAI. It's great, it's seriously great, and this is how it looks like from the kitchen. So this is how it looks like, this is how I work exactly, and you can see that Claude Code and AI tools are very powerful. I would design it and code it probably for like one day. I think 8 hours is seriously possible for such feature and so much changes in the code. And with the AI, planning part took me 30 minutes, coding part took AI 45 minutes. It didn't make any errors. I had like one objection to the API handling, but yeah, here this technical knowledge is useful, but I think even without this, AI would be great and solve this issue without any problem. So yeah, I want to show you here how I'm working on MoodMate, how actually adding a new feature looks like, and how awesome Claude Code is in actual generating of the code. Claude Code is seriously great with writing code, with helping with the development. It speeds up process dramatically. Without this, having 9-to-5 job, creating this app would took me a couple of months. Right now with I think this flow, I will be ready in the end of this month. So yeah, I'm really excited to working on this app, and stay tuned for any update. If you don't want to miss anything new on this channel, please hit subscribe. Bye.